Hello my friends, and some more wisdom from inside the shed. I've had a comment from a chap called Dave Dive, and he says he's a young chap starting out in weight training, and he's saying what is a realistic thing to shoot for? How good can you be without taking drugs? And I mean really, honestly, swear, Scout's honour, I don't take drugs. You know, that type of thing. Not you say you don't, but you do. If you don't take drugs, how good can you be? Well, that's a good question, and a difficult question to answer. Very difficult. It depends. Now this is going to be a long video, I'll bore you to tears, but listen to me very carefully. Okay. How good can you be? It depends. Well, that's a nothing answer. So, right, here we go. Forget champion bodybuilders and pro bodybuilders. There's no way on earth you can achieve their look without taking drugs. It's just totally unrealistic to get like that without drugs. All champion bodybuilders, even most of the natural bodybuilders, are on drugs, so forget that. That ain't gonna happen. You can read about them and, you know, watch them and read their stuff and everything, but don't try and do what they do, because they are on tons and tons of drugs, and you just ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. Right, and now there's another factor involved in bodybuilding. There's this stuff, synthol, which is a relatively new thing. And what this is like a juice, an oil that they inject into the muscles, and according to what they say, it hurts like hell. So you've got to bear in mind that they might be using that. So if you're not using that, you're not going to look like them. Now this chap here, he's took it to an absolute extreme level. He's full of the stuff, but even top pros use it in small and selective amounts, and it's hard to tell. So that's another factor. You might be looking at a bloke with massive arms thinking, oh, if I train I'll get arms like that, but if he's using this stuff, you will not get arms like him. So I've told you what you cannot do, but you want to know, without drugs, what can you do? Right, it's all in the DNA, my friends. It's all about the DNA. Genetics. That's what it's all about. 99.9% of what you can do physically is determined before you are even born. Take these two dogs here for an example. They're both dogs. They are the same animal. They can breed with each other. They are the same species. But look at the little chappie on the left and look at him on the right. It's just genetics. Why does he look like that and why does he look like that? Now you could take the little chihuahua and you could train him, pump him with drugs, get him lifting weights, do whatever you want with him, and the big fella on the right there, he can lie by the fire asleep all day, and he's going to look like that, and he's going to look like that. Genetics. Sometimes you're just stuck with what you got. You can make the best of what you got and look good, but genetics are a massive factor in bodybuilding and physique. Well, everything really. I mean, why can this man run faster than that man? He just can. It's the way it is. So here's an example of genetics in bodybuilding. This is Boyako, fantastic bodybuilder, one of the all-time greats. Okay, he never had good abs. No matter what he did, he never had good abs. He just couldn't get them. That wasn't going to happen. Now this is Serge Nubray, another great bodybuilder, and look at his abs. Now, did he train his abs better than Boyako? Or no, he didn't. They did the same, but it's just he's got these abs and he hasn't got them, and that's the way it is. So that's an example of genetics. When Serge Nubray came second in Mr. Olympia, his abs were way superior to Arnold's. Watch the film Pumping Iron. He came second. He just got abs, that's it. He got them. I know he worked him hard and all that, but my point is, so did Boyako, but he couldn't get his to look like his. It wasn't going to happen. So you got to work with the genetics. So having said that, this skinny little kid here is Lou Ferrigno. Now if he said, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be a massive bodybuilder and I'm going to be the Incredible Hulk on the telly, you would have laughed him out the room. But he did do it. So looking at him here, you'd think, well, there's no way. He hasn't got the genetics for it, but he had. So I know he took drugs, but that's another story. Anyway, my point is, how good can you get without drugs? Well, for an average person, you know, average genetics, average Joe, if you train hard, 4 to 5 years and strict dieting, this is Louis Marco, very popular YouTube fitness person. That's a great physique. That is totally obtainable for an average Joe weight trainer. That is a great physique, and that is perfectly obtainable without drugs. Absolutely, you can do that, and that's great. That's a great physique. Is that good enough? It'd be good enough for me. Have a look around you. What does average Joe look like? If you look like Louis Marco in that photo, you've got 99% of people beat. So that is perfectly obtainable. Is the Hodge twins, very popular YouTube people. That is a great physique. That is perfectly obtainable without drugs. The only thing, without drugs, you're not going to get super low body fat, you know, look peeled. You're not going to get that look, and you're not going to get massive. You're not going to have massive arms without drugs. You have big arms, nice arms, but you won't get them bodybuilder standard. So have you got me? Have I helped you out? Have I upset you and made you feel miserable? No. Do the best with the genetics you got, and you'll be great. You can get low body fat, good health. You can be strong, fit, athletic. You can be a warrior. But be realistic. Be realistic. You're not going to look like Ronnie Coleman. No way. So there you go. Now, when I was a kid starting out in bodybuilding, the main magazine was a magazine called Health and Strength. I don't know if it's still going, but that's it to me. That's what it is. Health and strength. It's not about pumping yourself full of drugs and oil and shit and God knows what and going on stupid diets that destroy your hormone system. It's health and strength, like physical culture was originally intended to be. That was the idea of it. It's become a freak show. It's become shit. You know, people are chasing an impossible dream. I want to look like Ronnie Coleman. If I do this, I will. No, you won't. So get real and set yourself realistic goals. Like I say, if you're 10-15% body fat, you can bench press 200 pounds, 250 pounds. You're strong, fit. You can run up the stairs. If that's you, you've got 95% of people beat. because most people are absolute dog shit in the modern world. They're nice people, but physically they're crap. Okay, good luck to you all and enjoy your training.